man. That
I
was
put on Stocky
King
one night
Hippo.
with a chick.
Were you coked up?
To the fucking gills.
Yeah, I mean, everybody was
She sucked
saying,
my dick, but I didn't take no pictures.
despite its reputation as a city that never sleeps, thanks to the copious consumption of chemical stimulants, Aspen has seen relatively few large-scale drug busts. Wow. So they're just doing drugs up in Aspen. This is a fucking terrible place.
You come in with the government. You come in. Listen, the jail in Aspen don't got a kitchen. That's the only jail in the country that don't have a kitchen. They get their food catered.
What?
So you get muffins for breakfast and tea and
Really?
yeah, that's why Bundy escaped from there. How do you think these people fucking escaped from there?
Wow.
He went to use the phone and climbed out a fucking window. Aspen, Colorado, when I was there, some guy shot a guy with a machine gun in a coke party. Shot him with a machine gun. They had the guy fishing. They take you to fishing trips in the summer down the fucking Roaring Fork thing. They take you fishing.
They take the prisoners
When
fishing?
I went to prison, the biggest thing I wanted to go to Rifle because they gave you a job as a lifeguard in the city. So they used the prisoners as lifeguards and they gave you a job in the movie theater in Rifle. I ended up at Camp George West, but I really wanted to go to Rifle, which is on the other side of the hill of Aspen. It's like an hour from Aspen. But in the wintertime, they had work because you took over the city, the prisoners. But it's fucking, Aspen has no fucking kitchen, my friend.
That's ridiculous.
And they still get food catered for them.
What is there like a lot of shit up there though? There's just sort of the.
When I give you that fact, there's people tweeting me right now going, Joe, you're an asshole. I'm telling you, in 1983, if you look it up,
looking at the story
Aspen,
right
Colorado was the cocaine capital of the country because Colorado's right in the middle of the country. At that time, Mexico, we weren't using Mexico. So it was Miami and everything got shipped to Colorado. And from Colorado, it went to Minneapolis, Seattle, California. Everybody's waiting for something in California. Everybody's waiting for you in California. In Colorado, it's a bunch of fucking guys with horses at the airport helping you carry the coke into the plane. Can I help you with that? They're helping you. It's a very mystique type of fucking city. At the top of this, it's Glenwood Springs, Snowmass Village, Woody Creek, and Aspen sits on the fucking top.
Dude, this is the whole story. 1908, the Graybo case.
That's it.
Rare. Yeah, it tells about how he was blown up in a bomb placed in a borrowed car that he drove to the Aspen Club for a tennis match.
Who the fuck you think you're dealing with here? Joey Bananas? I'll drop it on you.
And
if I'm right, it was December 12th or December something.
December 1985.
Who the fuck you think you're dealing with here?
A bomb in a borrowed car as he drove to the Aspen Club for a tennis match. Could you imagine all those fucking Aspenites up there
Listen to me.
showing up with their tennis outfits on, their Mercedes, and pulling into the driveway, and his fucking car blows up.
All right, listen to these numbers. He was making $6 million every 6 weeks. After 2 or 3 years, he was making so much money. He was a Jewish kid that went to Miami, to the University of Miami, to get a degree and ended up hanging out with Cubans and Colombians. And that was it. They made him a white guy. They just said, you're going to control the West Coast. And he was making $6 million every 6 weeks. He couldn't even cleanse it fast enough. So he would come into your restaurant and go, Joe Rogan, I'm going to give you $25,000 cash. Tell me when it's over. So he would go to every restaurant in this area and give them all 25 grand and go, do me a favor. Tell me when it's over. So I'm just going to come in and eat every day. Just tell me when the 25 grand. And the quicker, the better. Like if I come in here for 3 hot dogs, tell me the 25 is gone. You're doing me a favor. So when they busted him, they just didn't bust him. If you read the story, they went to all these businesses. You know that there's a movie now they did years later. That was his story where he had safes at all the restaurants. So he would come to your restaurant and go, I'm going to give you 25 grand a month to eat here. Tell me when it's over, but I'm going to put a safe in the back. And he started so when the feds came up there, they found $1 million, $2 million, all these safes.
Oh my God.
They took him to Denver. He couldn't even wash the money fast enough. They took him to Denver. In Denver, the feds go back to the fucking house because there's still another 10 million that we haven't found. We've been listening to him. So they went back to the house, couldn't find it. He had it hidden in a garbage can filled with leaves outside. How the feds got him was they were going and taking his garbage and they were looking at his paperwork. So the feds would come every morning and take his garbage and look at the figures he would do. They did it from the scrappings, all the little figures you do and rip up.
Yeah.
All that shit. That's how they nailed him. So they waited a fucking year till he was 30 days away from sentencing in this beautiful white suburban town of Aspen, Colorado. And on a Sunday night, they fucking blew him up in a rented car. Why do you think he had a borrowed car? Because at that point, he had 8 cars in his garage. Like he had cars everywhere.
He couldn't trust any of them.
He couldn't trust any of them. He knew that the Colombians weren't going to take it. Whether he talked or not, why take the chance? We're going to kill him. So he had bodyguards and everything. He didn't know that they put a fucking pipe bomb on him. That was Miami Vice type shit. He went to start his car, and he almost lived. But the pipe went up through his fucking ass, and he almost bled to death. Yeah. The pipe bomb went through him or something weird. He bled out or something. He could have lived. Very interesting, Aspen, Colorado. The old days, the Colombians in the old days, a guy named Carlos Leder went to the Medellin cartel and said, you motherfuckers don't know nothing about transporting. You guys are missing the boat here. You guys are just selling it. Fuck that shit. We're going to sell it, transport it, take it to the United States, cut it, sell it again, and we're going to take all that profit A to Z. We're just not going to make our money in ABC. We're going to go A to Z, right to the fucking streets. We're going to put our people in there. This guy was a college-educated fucking coke dealer, and he went and he put that island, Barbados, whatever, the one in blow. That's supposed to be Carlos Leder.
Right.
He's the one that the Medellin cartel gave him up. When Bush wanted something, I got to get something, guys.
Right.
You guys are down there making millions. We got Noriega. Because they went down and just told Noriega, it's over. Give us the keys to your bank book. Give us your bank book. Give us the name of the dealer because we're in on that 10%. And we're taking everything. You're getting, you know what you're getting? What's behind door number 8? $20,000, a plane ticket, and a yo-yo. That's it. We always throw in a yo-yo. Here's where it gets better.
Is it coke up there?
This is where it gets better. He never seen it.
What do you mean?
He moved so much blow. He never even seen it.
He didn't see the blow.
He would go to the bank and get $500 worth of quarters a day. His whole day was just getting quarters, and he would drive 3 hours to a payphone and do all his business from a payphone.
Really?
He never waited. He never seen it. He never touched it. He just moved it. Go to Minneapolis, go to L.A., go to New Mexico.
Jesus Christ.
He was the center,
and
right
so
there.
He did it all from payphones?
Everything was from payphone.
That's fucking genius.
Everything was from a payphone. $500 a day. And they were watching him at the bank. They were watching him. They were watching. You know how big is Aspen? You fart, the whole fucking town smells it.
That's amazing.
It's 7 blocks or something. 8 blocks. Galena Street, Main Street. Yeah. You don't have much up there.
It's not very big.
He wasn't selling up there. It wasn't like he was at bars at night. No. The guy was just...
That's just where he was.
He was just moving it across the country. Very interesting fucking story about that.
That's a hell of a network you put together to be able to accomplish that.
One of the first guys ever, Jewish guy. I ain't killing nobody unless Joe Rogan. I see him stab somebody first, then give me the knife. I'm stabbed because we're all going down here. And you're going to send me to go ice some fucking guy because the Lord sent you. What about the time I told Eddie Fidel died? And he was with Dana White. And he thought it was a bad conversation, so he thought Liddell died. So did you ever hear about that? So I'm at a Cuban place, and he calls me. He goes, what's up? I go, nothing. I'm over here eating Cuban food. And, Eddie likes all that revolutionary Fidel. And I go, did you hear? There's a rumor going around, bro. Fidel Castro. I said, Fidel died.
Right.
She's like, what? Let me go online. So he goes online. He goes, hold on. Dana White's right here. Let me ask him. Let me call you back.
Oh, no.
He calls back. He's got Dana's online looking for Chuck Liddell dying.
Oh, my
I go, not Liddell. Fidel, you fuck. Not Liddell.
Oh, my God.
With heroin, the mob didn't do nothing. Everybody, the mob, they're fucking morons. They just figured out how to take heroin and pay $50,000 and get $400,000 back from it. Imagine that. If I figured out how to give you $50,000 every week, and on Friday I picked up $400,000.
Wow, how are they doing that?
Because they were taking heroin and cutting it to nothing. Do you see like an American gangster? The cops were taking the heroin, cutting it, and selling it back to the mob. Then the mob was cutting it and selling it. This is fucking craziness. This is what Alex Jones talks about. Speaking of Stallone and crazy Italians, I guess Frank Stallone's been coming back to the boxing gym, Justin's, and they can't take him no more. So the quickest way to get rid of Frank Stallone is to put rap on.
Oh, really?
He hates rap music. So they put rap on, like, NWA, and they have bets on how long Stallone will last.
Really?
So he's in there shadow boxing. He'll look at the speakers. Then he'll come up to him and say, listen, why don't we listen to some good music? Put on one of my albums. And they all look at him like, are you fucking serious? He'll give you his album. You know that. Frank Stallone gives out albums. He plays right here at fucking Malibu, at the Malibu Inn once a month. He's got the black shirt. You got to go as a goof one time. All the Italians show up, they kiss him.
What do you think his relationship is like with his brother?
What do you think it would be?
It must be crazy.
Get the fuck out of here. Lock the door behind you, you dumb fuck. I'm going to invest in a cheeseburger chain and you're going to be the head singer. Get the fuck out of here. That guy's got to come in every day with a different pitch. People like that grow up all of a sudden now they play golf. Come here. You're from Jersey City. How about I put my dick in your fucking nose? You're from Jersey City. You're gonna go play fucking golf.